Hello everybody and welcome back to Maths Miss Buick. In this video we're focusing on finding the 95% confidence interval for a population mean. You will find this in inferential statistics. So let's begin by looking at the formula. We have x bar plus or minus 1.96 sigma over root n. X bar is the mean of the random sample. Your sigma is your standard deviation of your sample. In other words, how far away your values are from the middle of the mean. And your n is the size of your sample. So you're probably wondering, why would I want to carry out a 95% confidence interval and what it is? Well, it is what it says on the tin. It gives you a confidence interval where 95% of your population lies within the interval. So for example, you might be looking at the weights of animals, the heights of students in a classroom taken at random. And 95% of these students or of these animals will be within the confidence interval. In other words, the 95% confidence interval. So let's have a look at an example of this. So a random sample of 400 light bulbs were taken from a production line in a factory. The standard deviation of the lifespan of the bulbs was 30 minutes. The mean lifespan of the light bulbs was 210 hours. Find the 95% confidence interval for the mean lifespan of the bulbs. So let's begin by firstly writing down our formula. So we have x bar plus or minus 1.96 sigma over root n. Okay, so let's look at our question for the keywords. Well, our x bar is our mean. So our mean lifespan of the bulbs was 210. So over here, let's write down x bar equals 210. Our n is our sample size. And of course, that's up here, 400. And then our sigma is our standard deviation, also given in the question, 30 minutes. However, be careful here. These answers, well, this 210 is in terms of hours, so it's important that you convert 30 minutes to hours, so let's say 0.5. Okay, so let's carry out our question. Let's put in our three variables in here. So our x bar is 210, plus or minus 1.96. Our sigma is 0.5 all over root 400. Now we go to our calculator and we type in our numbers. However, you can see here there's a plus and a minus. You begin with the minus number because that will be the smaller number, which will go down here for your interval, separated by a comma, and then your larger number, which of course is from the positive symbol sign here, will go over here. So let's first of all type in the negative one. So I'm typing in 210, you can see here, minus 1.96 bracket 0.5 all over root 400 equal sign. And we get 209.95. We're going to round here to 2 decimal places. So 209.95. Okay, and then to go back, let's do a shortcut, press the arrow button, and you can see here my arrow is moving back. And I'm going to remove the negative with a positive instead. And there we got 210.05. When around to 2 decimal places. So here we have it. This is our 95% confidence interval for our 400 light bulbs. If we were to maybe explain this in word format, what we can say is that 95% of our 400 light bulbs have a mean lifespan between 209.95 hours and 210.05 hours.